Balto and the Great Race, Chapter 14, Cleveland, Ohio. On March 27, 1927, Balto and the team arrived in Cleveland. A new home was built for the dogs in the Brookside Zoo, which was then part of the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. There, Balto and his team were treated like royalty. Amid crowds of loving children, the dogs quickly grew fat and healthy. They got plenty of attention and food. They were also much happier in Cleveland's cooler weather. Although they were still Alaskan sled dogs at heart, they were now 7 or 8 years old, middle age for a dog. They enjoyed the retirement that they had so courageously earned. In 1933, at the age of 14, Balto died. It is said that 1 year of a dog's life is equal to 7 years of a human life. This would have made Balto 98 years old at the time of his death. A stuffed mount of Balto was made. It can be seen in the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. Well over 70 years after Balto led his team in their mush into Nome, he is still captivating children and adults alike. When Balto came to his final home in Cleveland, he completed a circle he had begun in Alaska in 1925. Then it was the children of Nome who turned to Balto and the sled dogs for help. 2 years later, when it was Balto's turn to need help, the children of Cleveland came through for the lead dog and his team. Balto, Togo, and the hundreds of other dogs on the relay teams whose names have been forgotten are now honored. Today, visitors to the Cleveland Museum of Natural History and to New York City's Central Park may come just to see Balto, or they may stumble upon him accidentally. However they come upon the story, it is sure to stick with them. The story of dogs and children, and how they helped each other when help was needed the very most. Afterword. Every year on the first Saturday in March, the famous Iditarod race is held. The world watches as the best dogs in Alaska retrace the route along which Balto and the relay teams pulled the antitoxin serum in 1925. Until 1999, each Iditarod musher was greeted by Edgar Nullner, one of the original mushers of the 1925 relay, as the teams passed through the town of Galena. Nullner was 20 years old when his dogs pulled the antitoxin 24 miles from Whiskey Point to Galena. Each year, he stood quietly near the Iditarod Trail as the racing team sped by. When he died in January 1999, the last participant in the Great Dash to Nome was gone. Now the story is truly in the land of legends. The end.